Hey, Sam from SK Coffee here. Happy Thanksgiving, or at least preparing for Thanksgiving. Now, link in the description below is going to have a link to our general Thanksgiving coffee guide, which has kind of considerations for beans to buy, brewing methods to impress your guests. But in this video, we're just going to talk about some interesting kind of coffee facts, talking points to kind of sprinkle in and out of your discussions as you are impressing your guests and or hosts during Thanksgiving. So here are a few quick facts. Now, did you know that it is widely believed that coffee originated in the country of Ethiopia? And in fact, not to get political at all, but it actually was specifically found in the same valley that our ancient ancestor Lucy was found. Could coffee be the impetus for Homo sapien development? I'll leave that up to other smarter people, and I'm sure we could never actually determine whether or not. But interestingly enough, Ethiopia still is the only place that coffee actually grows wild, by and large, kind of wild on the side of the road like a weed. It's crazy. So yeah, Ethiopia, widely recognized as the origin of coffee. Did you know that coffee beans are actually the dense pit of a tropical cherry? I've said this before in various videos and in other blogs and other things. But this is true. It comes from a fruit plant. This is something you may already know, but you'd be surprised. There's actually quite a few people that don't know this fact. And it's nothing against anybody. It's very interesting, and in fact, I believe it is true that coffee really can only, by and large, grow, with some exceptions, between the tropics of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Very interesting. Did you know that all coffee goes through some level of fermentation? I've gone into this before in another video, but basically fermentation is a critical part in the coffee process. Basically, it can be used as kind of a doorway or pathway from getting the cherry rind off of that pit or bean, or it can be used to kind of impart various flavor profiles or characteristics. Now, this is a controversial one, and lots of people have opinions on this, but that's just it. The reality is, caffeine between dark and light roast, there is no difference. Now, it's not quite a mic drop because it's a little more complicated than that. But basically, caffeine as a molecule does not manipulate at the temperatures in which we roast, right? So I don't know enough about that. This is just what I've read from various professionals and experts in the field and scientists, frankly. Now, where it's complicated is the fact that if you do your coffee by weight, it is a darker roast that may impart trace levels of more caffeine. That's because you use more volume to create the same weight as a light roast. Likewise, if you brew coffee based on volume, a lighter roast may have trace more amounts of caffeine. That's because the molecule of caffeine is directly connected to the density of the bean, not volume or weight necessarily. Those are all the facts I'm going to give you now, kind of 4 or 5 main points to kind of sprinkle around. Email me if you want to learn more. Just find my contact information at skcoffee.org. And again, if you like this video and like all of our other videos, hit like and subscribe, and we release a new vlog talking about various aspects of the coffee industry and profession about every other week. Thanks, and come back.